to me, the weirdest stuff happened off camera, so I don't really know what
Yeah.
stories are being told.
I mean, you guys, from what I understand, were on a lot of the time, and that's cool and all, but there must have been times when the camera wasn't on. It was just crazy.
Yeah, it was. We were there basically to be Iggy Pop. We were trying to go out of our fucking minds, and we were totally doing it.
So Joe, is BC House actually going to happen?
I'm the wrong person to ask, Aaron. I basically my contract just says shut up unless you're on camera. That's
Just
it. So
when
I don't.
was this day? I gotta go. Bye.
All right, see you, Aaron. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, that was what was kind of cool about the RV thing is like the best parts of it that were on camera were kind of condensed down into little videos and put onto woodshed and stuff every day.
Yeah.
Right.
So I
Right.
did see like the crackhead hotel thing. I saw you and Ruen's fight.
Right.
Oh man, you should have knocked 3 hats off his head.
Yeah, Crimson, it was. I didn't really have any animosity against him. I just thought it'd be funny if I went over and started choking him. And then,
Ruen seems pretty chokeable too, especially on an RV for a couple days. Man, I want to choke the fuck out of everybody.
right. Yeah, he just kept yelling, "I'm bored. I'm bored." I was trying to talk to my girlfriend on the phone, and he just kept yelling it and yelling it. And I was like, "God, this will be good." So I just went over and put him in a headlock. And evidently I was using too much force because, like, I only had him, like, maybe 10, 15 seconds, and he started hitting me with this bottle right over the head. So, of course,
Yeah.
I did the sensible thing and grabbed tighter. And,
Yeah.
yeah, then he started poking it towards my face, and then Billy holds my fucking hand down. I'm like, hey, there's only one of us here with a deadly weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, you might have chose the wrong side with the bottle being in your face and all.
Right. Yeah.
How many days had you guys been on the road at that point, though? Because that wasn't like the second day or something. Obviously, you'd been building for a little bit, man.
Right. That was by the time even Ruen joined us. We had been on the road for, let's see, over a week by the time Ruen joined us, and then Ruen was with us for a total of 3 to 4 weeks, I think.
Holy shit, how many days were you on the road?
72.
Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
No.
72 days in that piece of shit RV driving around with Billy?
Yep. There were 3 different
Wow.
RVs.
Wow. So was Bish's house just absolute hell on earth? Was it everything you expected and even worse?
It's incredible. She is an artist of schlock. I mean, it's amazing. They need her to be I don't know. She could make the best trauma films ever. She's just her house. It
It's already
had
a set for a killing?
yeah. It had like nails sticking up out of it. There were floorboards completely missing. She would have thongs hanging on like peeled paint on the wall. It was the weirdest fucking thing. And it doesn't capture it on webcam at all. You can't even begin to capture the ambiance of that place.
Did it
Yeah,
smell good though?
you get like a vibe of it, sort of. But I mean, I imagine when you actually walk through it as a whole, it just is incredible.
Yeah, you're like at least 10 people have died in this place before or after Bish.
Did it just like completely smell like cigarettes, or was it like what did it
Yeah,
smell like?
it was cigarettes, death, and broken dreams
Oh,
in that order.
What is that dog like in person? Is that dog on the verge of just completely giving up, or does it
The
still
dog.
have any hope?
She had trained the dog to attack people
Oh,
because she
that's
was very.
nice.
Yeah, she was very afraid living in her area. She does live in the thick of the ghetto. Columbus is a
Of course
huge
she
shithole.
does. Dude, it's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
absolute shithole.
And she lives in a project, a Section 8 house, and
Oh, really? She lives right in the projects. How convenient.
yeah. So this dog always has its guard up, and we had to go in every time at first with special goodies if we wanted to go in. The first one she warmed up to was actually Andrew Chosen, and because he brought in food, and then all of us went in one at a time, and then pretty soon, I don't know if you guys saw, but the dog would kiss my face repeatedly, and she would not stop. And Kayla thought that she was convinced, honestly, that the dog had a crush on me, like a human crush, because she just kept kissing
Wow.
my face repeatedly, and it was weird because I'm allergic to dogs, but she kept doing. Maybe that was the reason why she was doing it, but she wouldn't leave me alone.
What's an average day like in the life of Bish, man? I mean, is it just ready to film? Is Harmony Korine gonna go over there and do the real inside gummo or what? Just one day in the
Right.
real life of Bish.
Right. Well, we were laying on a sea of blankets, like oh, not a sea, a mountain of blankets. These just really thick, hospital grade blankets. And we asked her, "Where do you get all these blankets?" She goes, "Well, um, if you call an ambulance and you tell them that your heart rate is really elevated, they'll come in and they'll just check your vitals. And if you don't go in the ambulance, um, you don't have to pay for anything. And if you're just really nice to them, they'll give you blankets." And we're
Wow.
like, you have to write a urban survival guide. Then we open up one of her drawers, and it is packed to the gills with Wendy's plastic forks that are out of the plastic. And
Out of
we're
the
like,
plastic.
yeah, we're like, where did you get all of these? And what don't they usually come in plastic? And she said, yeah, I peeled all the plastic off because I don't like to do it. You know? And we're like, but you did it all at once? There's 1,000 fucking plastic spoons in here. She's like, yeah. And we're like, okay. And then she goes, yeah, Wendy's is the absolute best place to get plastic spoons and ketchup and napkins because they put it right next to the door in every single one of those places. And then like Burger King doesn't do that anymore, and neither does McDonald's or any other one.
What was her refrigerator like?
There was quinoa and
Okay.
and I think a live sardine flopping around. I think that was it.
Even the light bulb board came from somewhere else.
What's that?
Even the light bulb inside was mismatched.
There was no light bulb in there,
There
I
was just
swear.
no light bulb.
No, no, no.
It's like
Yeah,
one of those ones you use a lighter on.
I don't think it was actually, I don't think the refrigerator worked. I think it was just a cupboard that looked like a refrigerator, basically, is how she was treating it. And she had the funniest diet. We would get her, every day we would go to this fucking Waffle House, and we would bring back potatoes for her, hash browns, and she'd eat half the hash browns and give the other half to the dog, and that would be it. She just didn't eat a lot at all. And
She's kind of small though, right? She probably doesn't need a lot to
she
sustain
is
herself.
very little. She is very little. She's
Very
about,
petty, right?
yeah, she's let's see here. She's 5'2", I'd say maybe 105, 110.
Jesus Christ. So you could
Yeah.
like pick her up and just carry her around the house with
Oh
one arm
yeah,
if you wanted.
like a little baby.
That's funny when I think of it in comparison of BTF.
Right. And
Like BTF could sit on her like a small dog and potentially kill her if he was like drunk and didn't see her.
right, right. BTF, yeah, as you know, he's like he's somewhere around my height, 6'3" to 6'5", and he weighs about 550 pounds, something like that.
Jesus
Yeah, so he's
Christ.
about 5 times her size, 5.5 times, maybe.
Wow.
Yep. And
Do you
yeah,
do
Kayla was
you know
amazing.
do you know
She
why
was
she doesn't want
absolutely.
to be on BC anymore? She's
Oh,
obviously on these other sites.
yeah,
Well, used to be before her court date. I don't even know what happened to her at court.
yeah. Last time I talked to her was 2 days before she was to appear in court, so I don't know what happened, but
Hmm.
it must
According to
not
the
be good
blog,
because,
she got no. According to the blog, she got probation and like 100 hours of community service or some shit. And
right.
so she was back out and like on one of the sites talking about it after court.
I see. That's good. And her phone hasn't been on, so I don't know what's up with that. Joe, did you get BTF kicked out of Bish's? No, he did that himself. She did not want him there at all. Bish said you got her mad at BTF. Well, Bish says a lot of things. You can believe it if you want. I wouldn't do that to Billy.
I picture in Bish's house like one corner or a table or something of just broken VCRs and DVD players and weird things she plans on fixing at some point.
Yeah,
I know people like that.
she had up in her bedroom, she had a broken entertainment center with 3 laptops that you could tell are just busted to shit in various ways, just stacked neatly in it, and just the weirdest things. She'll have like styrofoam cups with socks in them, and she'll just things that have no place being together, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
there's cigarette butts all over the floor. Sometimes she'll re-smoke them if she's out.
So she'll just
light
be
one.
walking through the house and do a random snatch and grab and just light it.
Yeah. If she doesn't have any cigs, and
Hmm.
she's very resourceful though too. She just the ballsiest person. She'll just go out right in the middle of the ghetto. She'll beg someone for a ride, you know. And these people are like
Wow.
out of their minds. Yeah. She'll
That takes some real balls, man. I've lived in the ghetto. Like once it's dark, you don't even want to go outside,
right,
let alone going out and being like, "Hey, give me a ride." You know,
right,
that's fucking crazy.
right.
She is crazy. I don't know. Maybe that's why I fucking like
No,
her.
that's
We're
real
talking about
proof
Kayla
she's
and Perfect Angel.
crazy.
It's funny. She's not that crazy. That's the scariest part about Kayla, I think. She's got it 100% together. She's very, in the sense that she's very self-aware. She's more self-aware than,
She's very
I'd
intelligent.
say, the vast majority of battle cameras. She knows exactly how she's coming off, and I think that's what makes her so frightening, is
Hmm.
the sense that she knows the exact way she's coming off to people, and she doesn't care at all.
Yeah.
You know, uh, sh- you know.
She just decided she's gonna do Shameless, and that's it.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Exhibit A from D'Artagnan. That's a woman that would be just embarrassed as anybody else to do that, but chooses not to care sometimes.
Yup. So do you know when you want to book Real Talk? Because Price is in the chat right now, and do you know when you'll
What
be free for that?
what is it?
Her the interview show where we have you on and interview you and
Has
tell.
Ghost Dog done it yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
I did it a couple weeks ago, and Zolar did it this weekend.
How was it?
Good.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah, she does a good job, and she does a little research, and then basically will ask you a series of questions or whatever relating to your life in BC, and you just kind of
Oh
freestyle
shit.
with it.
Yeah, and
Then
then
at the end of it, they open up the panel, and anybody that wants to can call in and add their 2 cents.
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of structured. It's more of a
Yeah,
structured Skype
yeah,
call.
no,
So
it's cool,
It's
and it gets a
almost like
lot
a
of
show.
tools, too.
yeah,
Yeah.
imagine that.
It's like having sex with her flesh. This.
A little bit like that.
She asks you a series of questions. She gets a panel in there
Yep.
to evaluate what you've done. That's priceless.
You didn't get kicked. You